Hello, hello, and chat. All right. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing?
Powering on, mic off.
All right, give me a moment. Do. All right. Do. All right. All right. Oh, just seeing what that is real quick. Do. All right. I will think about what I like in the design. All right. Just dealing with something real quick. Do. All right. Do. All right. Let's collect from the store. Oh. All right. Yeah, I forgot. Do. And do. All right. And open.
I am Ansel, a medical intern. I'll be assisting with surgery and internal medicine, among other things. I look forward to working with you.
Okay, thank you. And who is this? Oh, hi. How are you doing? Alright. Hi, how are you doing? Fast redeploy. Do. I'm doing fine. I am doing fine. Do. Stop production. Okay. So I can't create any more of these. So I guess I'll have to create a bunch more of these. And do.
Doctor, you should take a load off now that we finally got a break.
Alright, clearing you out, Ethan. Putting in Earth Spirit. And getting the clue. Blue's Clues. Oh, would you look at that? And clue exchange. Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright. And clear.
よろしければお手伝いしましょうか。遠慮はいりませんよ。
Do 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 do. Do do do. Alright, and do 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 do.
I need to keep away from the electronics.
Da-dan-dan-da-dan. Oh, I forgot one thing. Oh, I guess I didn't. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yes, I'm back. Is Cruz here too?
Do 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 do.
Do you need any supplies? Just let me know.
Okay. Why do you say it in such a weird way? Why did you say it in such a weird way?
ちょっと見てきてくれない？ドーベルマン教官、この部屋にいないよね。今日は何をしましょうか。
Alright, and let's put you in
大
there.
丈夫ですよ。一人でいるのは平気ですから。
Do 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 do. Alright, alright.
Welcome home, Doctor.
And collect. And collect. Wait, what did I not? Complete 5 orders. Interesting. Defeat a total of 100 enemies. Use. Upgrade an operator 1 time. Alright, that shouldn't be too difficult. Visit friend's base 1 time. Do 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 do. Oh, interesting. Collect. Alright. Do 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 do. Alright. So I guess I got enough trust from them. And let's add. Maybe. I guess it won't be too bad of an idea. Alright. And visit you. Okay, and I am getting a fair bit of these. Do 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 do.
Welcome home, Doctor.
Do do. Okay, that was not too difficult to get. Okay. And now collect. Do 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 do. Upgraded and operated one time. Which does raise the question of what ops do I need? I almost always need a healer. Healer. Healer.
格闘のレッスンかと思ったらこれか。
Alright, and let's go.
格闘のレッスンかと思ったらこれか。
Alright, and let's give Golden Glows some. Alright. There we go.
It still doesn't really make sense. Maybe I should visit my instructor and
Alright. I should probably upgrade you a bit more. There we go.
努力は進歩の源です。
You seem useful, that's why.
これまで見逃していた問題にだってたくさん気づけるんですよ。
Do do do. Do da 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 da. Alright. Clear any stage one time. Complete 5 orders. Alright. Let's go in here. Do-do-do-do. Oh, seems interesting. Alright. Bitterscale Tavern. How do I get... Alright, how do I get this currency? Alright, let's try these. Alright. Inquisition logs. Alright. Okay. Oh. Alright. How do I get Rusted Compass? Alright. 15 days. Current. Alright. During the event. The only thing left in the tavern are wine-stained blotches and knocked over chairs. The beggar bows his head deeply, tears rolling from his eyes. I don't deserve to be promoted. Alright. Alright, where is... Oh. Recommended average level 20. Okay, maybe not practice. Do I get a Do I get an idea of what I'm doing?
Auto shutdown initiated. Auto shutdown cancelled.
Do I get an idea of what the details? The sea terror in the plaza sounds a bit like an Iberian proverb. No enemies, but let's look at that map. Okay, we have this spot to defend. Probably going to put Cliffheart there. Probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea to put Cliffheart there. My guess is probably going to be Seaborn. Alright, clear. Yep. Alright, getting in medics first. Alright, I am fairly certain I will be needing Cliffheart.
Alright, I'm feeling motivated.
And
Time to climb all the way to the top.
Elysium. I would also like to try out read a bit more. Cruise does not ever really seem to be a bad idea, especially on a map like this. I might want to bring in Golden Glow.
Is there really a use for me on the front?
And in case they start bunching up, Catapult. In addition to that, I will also be taking Pudding. Hoshiguma.
I will protect everyone.
And in case anything goes wrong, Project Red. Alright, let's look at that once again. Yep. Looks like I have at least one more spot for... Alright, who shall I take in case things goes wrong? La Plume or I guess Silver Ash.
We all have our roles to play.
Alright.
Use my abilities as best you see fit.
Okay, I will. Miss Salty, your refactored possession was positively spectacular. Really? Color me surprised. I thought that silly little idea I came up with in the jungles of Sargon was a bit too avant-garde. But it turns out that Doctor had something like you under her wing. I thought you would all be as stuffy as her. So, where are the others? That's the excitable type. So she ran to the beach. Aeon Frost went back to the road. Pretty rundown place, but kind of interesting. Interesting, really. So did Calcit tell you anything about us? I only caught a word or two. Seems like you folks have something important on your hand. Wait, I only caught a word or two. Seems like you folks have something important on your hands. I was blown away when I heard that the world-famous Oss have personal ties with Dr. Calcit. Too bad. I could say the same. But still, I'm glad to have fans even out here. Gives this trip some much-needed spice. Finally, getting to meet you makes that whole excruciating month all worth it, though. If it's not too much trouble, could you please sign this poster too? Why'd you even bother coming back to Iberia? That's rather complicated, and something I didn't expect Alti from Alive Until Sunset, of all people, to be asking me. You like the name of our band? Like? Nay, I absolutely adore it. Appreciate it. So where is she? I figured she'd be waiting here with that know-it-all look on her face, and then end up telling us nothing in a lot of words. Still waiting for Dr. Calcit to contact me. She shouldn't have arrived much later than you all. Hope she hurries up then. Our tide is about to roll in. Alright. Outsiders. All outsiders. What happened all of a sudden? Did the Inquisition really loosen up its grip that much? Yes, outsiders. All outsiders. They are very special. They carry the scent of the ocean. Eggers? Possibly, possibly not. Our brothers and sisters are all afraid. We must make haste. Scarcely has the Inquisition been so negligent. It's too suspicious. Even if the laxity of these waters is a trap, we must continue our relentless pursuit. For the sake of our brothers and sisters, for the sake of restoring the Herald's connection to this land, we must first secure the Eye of Iberia, or destroy it. I do not wish to indiscriminately slaughter the innocent. You are all my family. Once. Go and have people join us. We now have the option of choosing a profoundly vast road, greater than what Iberia promised us, greater than this entire land. Those people are the outsiders why our brothers have become restless. It's highly likely, but I can't say for sure. We are all weak and frail. Our brothers are weak and frail. We cannot act rashly, or the Inquisition will exterminate us. We must be careful, or there will be too much blood spilt on this soil, and she does not like blood. Neither us nor our brothers and sisters need die in vain. Who's there? I knew it. Goltus. The Church of the Sea. I step out of Iberia just for just a few years, and now their scent is everywhere. But I'm actually starting to look forward to seeing her for once. She's still not here. Yeah, Dr. Calcit mentioned that the Inquisition will probably keep a close eye on her, so... That's weird. I'm sure she was there for the start of Iberia's golden age. She should at least be able to get an audience with their leaders. Why take such a lame approach? Very funny. Iberia's accent was centuries ago. Even she can't be more than... All right. Seems her long years of experience have taught her how to best to navigate this world. Alas, I'm too young and beautiful to get that stuff. Surely you jest, Miss Alty. So, if something really were to happen to her, would you help her? If you're willing to plead on her behalf, maybe. Is she really that important to your, Rhodes Island, was it? To be perfectly honest, I really don't understand why she would put herself at risk like this, just to come to Iberia. Alright. But I fully believe that she willingly took on this responsibility. And if even Dr. Kelsit is prepared to risk herself for Iberia, then as an Iberian, I've even less of an excuse. I see. Then you'd better go take a look, or keep waiting here. Who knows? Someone might just barge in here, hollering and screaming. Hey, what's that supposed to? Out on the plaza! I just saw one! A monster! There's a monster out there! Huh? Is anyone here? Wait, right here, Miss Alty. I'm going to see what's going on. What a terrible odor. But Dan was right. The petals in the sea of conscience fall into a waterfall flowing in reverse. The melody of the scales, the ballad of the rootstocks are all ready to come forth. Maybe I'll find a few nuggets of inspiration on this trip after all. Wait, is it battle time? Almost. What is that? Old Petrie was right. My grandfather wrote about these in his diary. It's a sea monster. Is it dead? It won't start moving, right? Sorry, excuse me. Coming through. What little light remains filters through the clouds, partially cloven by the monolithic statue. The light's blood splashes across the ground, forming shadows. A dying sea terror rests quietly in the monolith's shadow, like an old man leaning against a tree to find his final respite. Is it already dead? Old Petrie wasn't lying. It really is a monster. A monster from the sea appeared in Grand Pharaoh. I know what it's called. We've seen them before. So, this is the Sea Terror. But the coastline is so calm. And how could the Inquisition miss something this blatant? Its vacant, lifeless eyes seems to be spinning the land, a vast, waterless ocean before them. But just as Elysium mistakes it for clinging to life, it gazes once again, seems to fixate on a deep, profound death, and its motions halt completely. It's staring at me, or at something else. What's going to deal with the... Who's going to deal with the corpse?
Auto shutdown initiated. Auto shutdown cancelled.
Just look at it. How disgusting. Would he eat people if he was still alive? The sea terror cannot speak. That deformed husk shines brightly. A large group of people gather around it, afraid, suspicious, but nonetheless drawn to it, as if it were lit fireworks. Fireworks indeed. Its death is just like fireworks. No gashes, no signs of wounds from a hand cannon. Death did not choose it. Rather, it chose death. No, now I'm just rambling to myself. If this is one of those sea terrors from the report, then the church's jeep must already be closer than we thought. Miss Emilia! Hurry! Take a look at this thing. Now, calm down. Could this really be from the sea? Alright. I can't hide from the truth from you all, indeed. Wait. I can't hide the truth from you all. Indeed, this is a monster from the sea. This has to be reported to the Inquisition right away. We need to call the penal battalion over to deal with these monsters. No, have the Inquisitors themselves come. Otherwise, we're all doomed. It seems everyone is running towards the chapel. What's going on? Hey, someone, tell me what happened. Someone found the corpse of a monster out in the plaza. A monster? The things old Patrick was talking about? That's right. Everyone's clamoring to pick a messenger to go fetch the Inquisition. Do you know what it looks like? I heard it had fangs a bit long and 8 pairs of eyes. Hey, where are you going? Diego! Head back and wait for me, Jordy. Don't set foot outside, no matter what. Head back and wait for me, Jordy. Don't set foot outside, no matter what. But, okay, got it. We'd better not get mixed up in all of this chaos. Who knows what kind of viral diseases these monsters might be carrying? A monster? What in the world is going on? Who's there? Wait! Alright. Damn you, Ager! A cursed Ager! Actually went and slaughtered one of our kin! My wound! You're... Jordy? You know me. Who are you? You don't need to know, nor do you know me. But I know you, if only because you are an Ager. You're hurt. Yes, and will you bandage me up? Aren't you the chapel's caregiver? I can help you, but you have to tell me how this happened. Very well. Take a seat. Just bear with it. Stop moving. Luckily, you don't have any broken bones or ruptured organs. Is this a laceration wound? There's even sawdust stuck beneath the skin. How did this happen? An Ager killed my kin. I was involved, but managed to escape. Murder? In a small town like this? You'll have to bring this up with Uncle Thiago right away. Mayor Thiago can control the Ager. How ironic. Only the Inquisition can punish him now. But he killed someone in your family. We're always being hunted out of ignorance, fear, anger, the latter lingering from that disaster. Thank you. I already feel much better. Wait, are you Mr. Juan? So you still remember my face? Jordy, have you ever wanted to gaze into the sea? Gaze into the sea? Uncle Thiago has taken me to the coast before, but the sea was dark. The wind tugged at his hair, and the waves roared. The meaning of a hometown varies from person to person. It might be the aroma of wheat, the angle of the shadow cast across an alley, or the sound of wheelings roll over mud and snow. But at that moment, Jordy knew that his life in Gran Fierro has already been paid for in advance, with his hometown. The land has already forgotten the ocean's true form, but sooner or later we shall all return to the sea. Broken Agarian, thank you, Jordy. Thank you for your kindness. May infinite ultrarooms fill the void of existence one day. If you're still Agar, Jordy, then leave us be. Turn back and return to your life. It is better that way. Perhaps you too, like your parents before you, will go in search of that lighthouse. What did you say? I didn't catch that. My kindred refugees have come for me, but do not worry. Grand Pharaoh has always been a stepping stone. Our destination is the deep sea. Soft, slithering sound. Jordy, Agar, we shall meet again. Alright. Is it time for... Okay, it's time. Alright. Now I have the cliff art. The cliff art. What the flu? Alright. Alright, and there we go. Let's see.
Amateurs are doomed to fall to their death.
Alright, there we go. There we go. Do. Alright, here we go. Do. 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 And let's see. Let's go. A Mario. Alright, and there we go. Alright, get over here. There we go. Alright, this seems easy enough.
Acknowledged.
Alright. And by the looks of it, no real ranged enemies. This ain't too bad. Not too bad.
Not one step forwards.
Not too bad. And down it goes. There we go. Alright, now pull that one. Get over here. Alright, and that seems like the last enemy. Which should be fairly quick.
My hook never misses.
There we go. There we go. The sea is black. I was 4 or 5 at the time. Old Thiago. I was 4 or
Auto
5.
shutdown initiated. Auto shutdown cancelled.
I was 4 or 5 at the time. Old Thiago, the mayor of Grand Faro, took an armed company of adults down to the coast. I still remember what the weather was like back then. It was hazy and turbulent, and colder than most evenings, despite still being afternoon. Its coldness was not a temperature, but rather a color, one that has lost its warmth. I found out only later that was the last time Grand Faro did maintenance work on the Eye of Iberia, or rather, tried to. The penal battalion quickly brought back news. There was dejection in the adults' faces, but I didn't fully understand what happened. I simply stared at the junction between sea and sky in a daze. The sea is black. It perfectly suits this land devoid of hope. Mayor Thiago is here. So what did old Pesci say? So what old Pesci was true, Mayor? Even if I wished to deny it, I'd be quickly silenced by the reality in front of our eyes. But what kind of person could slay a monster, then offhandedly toss it here? I hope you'll let me handle this. That... If we don't dispose of it properly, I'm afraid it could become a terror down the road. Besides, is this not a rare opportunity to study a sea terror? Very well, but I'll be coming with you. None of us know exactly what this thing is just yet, and we certainly can't rule out the possibility that its blood might attract more of its kind. No objections here. With me, lads. Move aside so I can wrap this body. Well, it's not as heavy as it looks. So where to, Maya? Follow me. Don't just stand there gaping. Hurry on home. Hurry on home now, people. Are we really not going to report this to the Inquisition? What do we do if more monsters show up? There's no need to get them involved. But... I said, we don't need them! Thiago. This town doesn't need a penal battalion interfering just yet. We'll handle things our own way. If the Inquisition sent its people down here and saw this scene, you'll never see another peaceful day in Grand Faro. Do you really not understand that? But, never mind. Forget it. Let's go, Imea. We're finally going to we're really going to listen to him. Old Thiago's hatred for the Inquisition goes back more than a day or two, but if something really were to happen without the penal battalion here, who's going to fight the monsters? Us? Plus, there's more and more outsiders lately. It's like Thiago doesn't even see them. If they were to blend in with the outsiders. I knew it. We really shouldn't send someone to the Inquisition. How are we supposed to explain all this is someone from the penal battalion does show up? I don't want to get branded a heretic. Alright, now my throat. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Miss Amaya. And what's with that author over there? Let's touch base with the other members of OS first. I feel like we can't just ignore all this. Alright. Is the chapel normally this deserted? What happened to your God and your faith? Not every Iberian is a practicing Lauderon. Miss Salty, the town has become quite dangerous, and I need to ensure your safety until Dr. Calcet arrives. Might as well put on a show here then. Some music would help calm everyone's nerves. That's not what I meant. Then calm down. Let me take a stab at what I think happened. Huh? Alright. I saw some kind of sea creature. Right, you guys called it a sea terror. Whether the Iberians or Calcit were the first to call it that doesn't really matter to me. I see a terror beneath a cruelly dry sky. Its observant and analytical scales was nowhere to belong. It knows very well that this is not its home. It lives back home. I've got it. That sea terror was probably hung high up on that sculpture, and it was singing the latest wave of rock and roll, right? It wasn't hung up there, nor was it singing, but you got like 80 or 90 or 90% of it down. You've surprised me again, Miss Salty. Was that your art? Alright. Who's to say that death itself isn't just another kind of song? That's what it taught me. And it's a real travesty of nature that the beauty of it can't be appreciated across species. What do you think? Unfortunately, such an art form is not required by all organisms. Alright. Dr. Kelsip, how come I couldn't get a hold of you this whole time? Long story short, I'm under the surveillance of the Iberian Inquisition in exchange for their trust. Excuse me. We don't have much time, but the task before us is grave. Operator Elysium, go keep an eye on the two who took the Sea Terror's body away. I need to speak with Alti alone. Understood. He's a communicator. You should already be familiar with my Eurasium arts, so you can also pass it on to your colleagues. Will do. I know you prefer to keep handovers quick and efficient, but let me say this. I'm so relieved that you're safe and sound. If I discover anything, I'll report back right away. Heading out. Appreciate it. Long time no see, Doctor. Miss Alti! Sorry for making you come all this way. I understand this involves putting yourself at risk to some extent. So why are you under surveillance? You couldn't just cut a deal with them. Time is short, and Iberia's paranoias masquerading as piety prevents me from meeting with the Inquisition's upper echelons. Are you in a hurry? Alright, sorry. The other countries still do not understand what we are dealing with. They're unable to comprehend how a vast, mighty land in its golden age disappeared into the silence. And I may have well witnessed it with my own eyes. Fair enough. Where are the others? We rarely get to go on a tour, so let them enjoy some free time. What you want is right here. I came to you for the same reason as last time. That said, I have known little love for the sea these days. Especially after hearing what you have to say about it. Hopefully, you've had enough time to make up your mind. Before we get to that, Doctor, doesn't it seem like you've been working on, let's call it your bedside manner? Like an X-ray machine with a voice greeting? Whoops, put my foot in my mouth again. You should already be used to that though, right? But how quaint indeed. I don't think anything could possibly change the way you dealt with people. Or perhaps I say your personality. There's always something. Alright, maybe I'd rather not pry into your personal affairs. Alright. Alright. He's here! He's still here! And it's not just him! There's more! The scent of the sea! Since when were there so many Ager in this little town? The Inquisition blended! Maybe even now, at this very moment, there are still Inquisitors, their heads addled with their ignorant laws, intent on continuing their self-righteous deeds. When did you have the time to wrap yourself up after escaping from the enemy? And Ager helped me.
Auto shutdown initiated. Auto shutdown cancelled.
A friend! No, just an Ager who loves the sea. What do we have to do about our brother's body? It's currently in the hands of Maya and Diego. We have to figure something out. We have to prepare a funeral for it. A funeral is a human ritual, not ours. Maya has said we should live the way our hearts dictate. Pure desire, pure in worship, just as so ignorant Inquisitors treat their own faith. Would that not make us equally ignorant? Ignorance is a part of our very nature. We have yet to throw away. We have not yet become them. Sophistry! That I can't deny. But do you wish to see the land dwellers torment the corpse of our brother? Long have we lived on land, with no heralds to guide us. All we can do is seek out our own way of embracing the ocean. But before that, we should give our brother a proper burial. We ought to mourn any senseless death. Who would be able to slay this creature with such ease? Diego? What? I don't understand if it had been surrounded by 4 or 5 penal battalion soldiers, or if it took the flames of castigation from an Inquisitor's lantern. But this poor sea terror has but a single wound on his body. While I have never personally seen the rumored High Inquisitors fight, I imagine that if anyone in all of Iberia could pull this off, it'd be them. Impossible! Nobody has seen an Inquisitor come to Grand Pharaoh. Alright. But our little town, which rarely sees any outsiders, has been welcoming visitor after visitor as of late. Surely this can't all be due to the Inquisition's negligence, right? That. Perhaps the marching in the penal battalion cannot be hidden from our ears, but what are the Inquisitors? If they changed out of their uniforms and concealed their lanterns and sword, how would we ever know? You mean to say that an Inquisitor might already be here, hidden among the outsiders? I'm saying it's a possibility. Alright. I'm going on a little walk. Diego, I'm sure even you understand that most people would rather have the Inquisitors help them get rid of the sea terrors. I know, of course I know. I wouldn't hate a beast for no reason, but I will hate those people, those Inquisitors. Alright. Amy gently caresses the sea terror's corpse. The fate left to it by death was not such a terrible one. By human standard, it certainly appeared deformed and terrifying. But what about from other perspectives? How would the court of nature, of life itself, judge this perfect creature? Alone in the empty pub, Amaya decides to stop pondering this question, or at least the pub appears empty. She and Thiago believe it is. But the shadows begin to writhe, and something steps out from within, its simple outline etched beneath the dim light's glow. It is a person, an Ager. Was this your doing? It has nothing to do with you. You don't look like you're from the Penal Battalion. You cannot deceive me. Wait, you're an Ager? That makes you even less likely to be an Inquisitor. Silence is the most terrifying sound of the sea. We cannot tolerate a second time. None of us can. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I think you should leave. The Bishop of Salvianto is dead. I am not as patient as you might believe. I never thought I'd see a living abysmal hunter with my own eyes. I never thought I'd see a living abysmal hunter with my own eyes. Inquisitors! No, impossible. How could an Inquisitor be here? Mr. Thiago, just now Mr. Thiago? Get out of this place as soon as possible. You and the rest of your lot. You're a nice lad, I can see that. Jordy can too, but... There's something sleeping beneath our little town. There's nothing normal about any of this. No, Abir has never been normal. Not since then. I hear you. I'll leave as soon as I can. But I think I saw something in front of the chapel just now. Tell me, lad. Are you from the Inquisition? Are you trying to get close to Jordy so you can take him away? Mr. Thiago? Alright. And go ahead and lie to me. I'll fight you to the death too, outsider. I'm not. You know as well as I do. If I were really after the Jaeger, why would I wait so long? It's just a single sea terror. We're by the coast, and we've seen things like this before, decades ago. There's nothing to get worked up over, outsider. It's none of your business. Mayor Thiago, I'm willing to help you iron out some of the issues in town. There's nothing for you to do. Even if it means Jordy's life will be in danger. Nobody's here. Why aren't Amy and Diego here? It's a sit! That damn Ager! He took Amy away! How dare he! No, that's not quite right! Amy doesn't know how to fight! He wouldn't do anything to her! At least our brother's remains are still here! What do we do now? Take it away. This falling strike is not suitable to be its coffin. After that, we'll find it a proper home. Look at its death. Look at it. That is nothing more than a gentle attendment. This is something that Ager Butcher could never understand. Let's go. So in other words, we're what? Insurance? To my understanding, none of you have any desire to return to the ocean and fight those monsters. You were born of the sea and are very powerful. But even if you regain your original forms, you'll not be able to rid yourself of those creatures. Oh, it's that dangerous? More than you can imagine. Alright. Okay. To be honest though, we never cared too much about that. We just do what we want. Most people inhabiting this great land probably think the same thing, right? If the Seaborn can understand language and music, then I'm sure you'll find an audience, even if disaster were to befall Terra. In fact, they're more complete creatures than humans, and have greater resistance to all sorts of things. Give them a few hundred years, and maybe they'll even adapt to Iridium. I'm aware. So answer me this, Doctor. Us, the Ager Sea Terrors, the Seaborn, and all our pitiable kin lurking in the depths of the ocean. How are any of us different in your eyes? You were born much later. There are many things you do not understand yet. When Frost awoke from a deep rock formation, her first thought was to get away from those aliens and monsters. There's nobody to communicate with in the sea, and everyone on land eventually hides their original forms and disappears. Fortunately, music can open a crack in their loneliness. If this situation is resolved, I have plenty of time to discuss the past. I also hope that none of you actually get involved with either Emilius or the Ager's plans. Why not? I thought you were eager to lend us a helping hand. It's been too long since I've been in touch with Ager. The tides are carrying out, and a lack of information hampers my predictions. We do not know the true origins of this calamity, nor are we able to infer any possibilities. Worst case scenario, even you won't have any way to. It seems we have uninvited guests. Huh? They already have the nerve to show themselves openly in town. Someone's knocking at the door. Without a word. Cal's eyes turns to the chapel's doors. The thick wooden slabs have endured an unfathomable amount of turmoil over the years, each mark upon them a chronicle of the past. She knows there is something outside them, and
Auto
what
shutdown initiated. Auto shutdown cancelled.
she knows there is something outside them, and what it is. What she cannot imagine, however, is that the Church of the Deep followers would simply dare to be so brazen. Or perhaps outsiders of grotesque sense belong to those strange Aether. The two cultists step into the chapel. This Lateran edifice, once wrapped in the cloth of faith, now drapes these two faceless figures. In their arms they hold their brother, a sea terror, or perhaps just a being stripped of all other names, now nothing more than an expired life form. Look at what they're holding in their arms. A sea terror! They don't intend to fight! The cultist carrying his brother's body passes by Calcit without turning his head, as if he does not even see the two standing in his path. It is as if he has come all the way from the doors of the chapel to step into the depths of martyrdom. My brother! Oh, brother! Hear me out! It is our last incompetence that led to your untimely fate, and it is our cowardice that prevented you from returning to the sea. Forgive me, my brother! I can yet hear your voice! The people of this world all believe death to be the terminus of all life. We understand that once our individual forms are transcended, even death itself is powerless. He lays his brother's remains upon the ground and draws a deep breath. He falls to his knees, his eyes filled with sorrow. Until we return to the ocean, I shall be your coffin. I will take you to the depths. Come, my brother, may you slumber eternally. We shall become one. The oral indigestion of protein is an act of feeding, yet he did not intend to consume his brother. He was simply forced to use a more primordial method of bringing the two together as one. Chimera. Nag! Nag! What is he doing? Assimilation. The simplest method of forcibly penetrating his own torso with the sea terror. Assimilation! The simplest method of forcibly penetrating his own torso with the sea terror's body. Should we stop him? It's totally gross, and it's pretty gross, and totally lacking in aesthetics. Someone will, but not us. John, what are you doing? Ah, it's still alive. I can feel it. What did you say? The Inquisition is here. You, gah! Repulsive. Though this chapel may be deserted, it is still a sacred place to the Iberian Inquisition. And yet, you dare openly blaspheme our laws and creeds. Someone from the Inquisition actually snuck in. What happened to that Ager? John! You, curse you, her, damn Iberian! Kill him! Ah! Alright. How long is this? The sea terror of the Grim Lake crest and shows as the mountains rolling in the twilight. Carrying the scent of rotting flesh, the traitor nearly usurps the throne of his new home, screeching gleefully. To think that you would target such a small and conspicuous town after seeing Salviento. Even now, the Inquisition underestimates the scope of the Church of the Deep's influence. Indeed, your taint is pervasive. John, the Inquisition! You have to! You're even weaker than any church. Oh. Nice to see that you're here, Capitalism Lab. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? You're even weaker than any Church of the Deep remnants I have seen. I guess so, thank you. Why do you insist on staying in this unremarkable town? Answer me!
I managed to help a little, didn't I?
Alright. Oh, and I got extra drops. Alright, I'll be needing to take a bit of a break. Alright, details. Okay, did that one. Alright. Sorry.
Welcome home, Doctor.
And collect. Doo-doo. Alright, alright. Alright, what do I have? Clear any stage 2 times. Defeat a total of 100 enemies. Complete 5 orders. Doo-doo, alright. Sorry if I...
Welcome home, Doctor.
Sorry, but I need to take a little bit of a break real quick. Alright. Going to just... I need to deal with something real quick. Be right back.